Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Retno Widarti, mahasiswa PPG Daljab tahun 2021, Universitas 11 Maret. Pada hari ini, tanggal 18 Oktober tahun 2021, saya akan melaksanakan uji kinerja praktek pembelajaran.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, students.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning,
ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm
Fine.
fine.
Thank you.
Thank you,
How
ma'am.
about you?
I'm fine too, thank you. And I hope that everything's gonna be okay. Well, students, before starting our lesson today, let's pray to God. Rahman, please lead your class to pray to God.
Okay, friends, let's pray together. Pray begin.
Amin.
Amin.
Okay. Now I want to know who is absent today. Do you know who is absent? One of
Nobody
your
absent,
friends?
ma'am.
Oh, nobody absent. Good job. So you are all present today. Before we start our lesson, to appear our nationalism, we will sing Indonesia Raya song first. Please, Agatha, to lead your class to sing Indonesia Raya song.
Hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Dua.
Indonesia tanah airku, tanah
darahku.
di sana aku berdiri, jendela
Rindu
Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa tanah airku. Marilah kita berseru, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsa putraku semuanya jiwanya ragadanya untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya merdeka, yang cinta. Indonesia Raya merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Okay, good job, student. Now I want to ask you, maybe you still remember about our last material. Do you still remember what is our last material on last week that we have learned? Fanny?
Yes, ma'am. We learned about simple past tense last week.
Yes, good answer. We have learned about simple past tense last week. Do you know what is simple past tense? Simple past tense is a tense that state the event in the past. So, if we want to state the event in the past, we use simple past tense, and automatically the verb that we use still we use the verb to form. Jadi kita gunakan kata kerja bentuk kedua. And we have learned about the past verb Yeah, we have learned about it much at our last week, and I hope that you will get more uh, lesson today by studying
Hmm.
about the
Hmm.
recount text. Jadi untuk materi yang sekarang ini masih ada hubungannya ya. There is a relation between the last material that I have given to you and then the next material. I mean that today. The relation is we still use the simple past tense form. Jadi kita masih menggunakan bentuk simple past tense. Nah, tapi di sini kita masuk ke jenis teksnya. Jenis teksnya di sini akan kita pelajari adalah recount text ya, tapi sebelum itu I want to show you the objective of our lesson today. Tujuan pembelajaran kita pada pagi hari ini adalah yang pertama, after you watch the PowerPoint slide and you join the discussion, yeah, you are able to, the first is identify the main idea and supporting detail of a recount text. The second is you are arrange the jumble words into a good sentence correctly. The third is you are able to arrange the jumble sentences into a recount personal paragraph correctly. And the last is you are supposed to make a recount personal text correctly and based on the context. Okay, that is the objective of our learning today. I hope that you will get the lesson well. Yes, student. Now I will show you a video. Yeah, but before you watch the video, please write some important points that you get from the video and then you take notes. After that, you can ask many questions as you can. Okay, I will show you the video. Please you watch it and please write some important points that you get from the video. Well, students, you have watched the video, all of you. Sudah semuanya menonton video ya? Now I want to ask you some question. Do you want to ask some question about the video?
Yes,
Aisyah?
ma'am.
Okay, what is the question do you want to ask, Aisyah?
It is a story in the past.
Oh, good. Good question. And then is there any question, guys? Please, Rahman.
I saw some verb to in the sentences written by the reader. Why do we use verb to, ma'am?
Yes, this good questions, Rahman and Aisyah. Okay, why do we use verb to in the video that you have watched? Because it is a kind of recount text. Ya, jadi recount text di sini akan kita pelajari, materinya adalah recount text. What is recount text? Okay, I will show you the PowerPoint slide. You can watch, you can look at the PowerPoint that I will share screen to you now. You can see, all of you, semuanya sudah bisa melihat? Sudah ya? Okay, and the second is to entertain the readers. Yes, this is the material today. Yes, what is the material? It is about the recount text. What is recount text? Recount text, I will show you about the definition, the social function, the generic structure, and language feeders. And after that, we will learn about the main idea and supporting detail. Yeah. Now, we'll look at the recount text. What is that? The definition of recount text. Recount text is a text which the purpose usually related with the writer's personal experience. Jadi di sini recount text. The last week we have learned about the simple past tense. It has the relation with our today's material. It is about recount text and we still use the verb to. Okay, that is the definition of a recount text. Now, please look at a social function. What is the social function? To retell about the writer's past experience, and the second is to entertain the readers. Jadi, there are so many social function of the text. The focus of the social function is to retell about the writer's past experience. Jadi, untuk retell, okay, that is the social function. Next, how about the generic structure of a recount text? The generic structure of recount text is the first is orientation and the second is events. The third is reorientation. What is orientation? Orientation is introducing the participants, place, and time. Events describing series of events that happens in the past. It should be a chronological order. And the third is reorientation. It is state conclusion or personal comment of the writer. The writer introduce the participant, place, and time. And then place, tempatnya di mana, and time. Time itu waktu. Jadi di paragraf pertama itu biasanya dijelaskan itu semua tadi ya. Participant, place, and time. And the second is event. Event itu mulai adanya urutan kejadian. Kejadiannya apa saja? Itu harus bentuk chronological order. Jadi di sini tertulis describing series of events that happen in the past. Jadi menjelaskan, menggambarkan serangkaian kejadian yang terjadi di masa lampau. In the past ini masa lampau ya. It should be a chronological order. Harus dalam bentuk kronologis. Jadi harus urut. And the third is reorientation. Apa ini reorientation? Reorientation ini, nah ini stating conclusion. Jadi ada kesimpulan yang dialami oleh penulis ya, atau bisa juga personal comment of the writer. Jadi komentar ya, kesan dia dalam dia menghadapi pengalaman itu. Itu kesannya dia itu apa? Apakah dia merasakan happy ataukah sad ya, ataukah dia enjoy atau tidak, seperti itu. Okay, next for the language feeders. Now, for the language feeder used in recount text, the first is using past tense. The second is using action verbs. The third is focusing on a specific participant. Next, using adjective and adverbs. Next, using conjunction and time connectives. Jadi ini adalah language feeder dari sebuah recount text. Yang pertama adalah using past tense. We have learned past tense on the last week. Kita sudah mempelajari di minggu yang lalu. And then using verb, action verbs. Action verbs di sini maksudnya kata kerja yang menunjukkan tindakan. Misalnya, so. Tapi di sini bentuk kedua ya, so. See, so, melihat, and then walked, berjalan, run, berlari, dan lain sebagainya. Banyak sekali action verb. And then focusing on a specific participant, menggunakan tokoh tertentu. Biasanya kalau recount text itu menggunakan sudut pandangnya itu penulis. Berarti di situ biasanya kata I yang dipakai, ya. Saya atau penulis. And the fourth is using adjective and adverbs. Menggunakan adjective di sini adalah kata sifat, and adverbs. What is adverbs? Adverbs mean kata keterangan. Using conjunction and time connectives. Ini selalu ada dalam recount text. Conjunction, kata hubung, time connectives, kata hubung yang menunjukkan waktu. Misal, First, yang pertama, kejadiannya apa? Second, yang kedua, lanjutnya apa? Then, setelahnya apa? Next, berikutnya apa? After that, setelah itu apa? The third, yang ketiga apa dan seterusnya. Itu namanya time connectives. Any question, student? Ada pertanyaan? Do you have any question? Ada yang mau ditanyakan?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, next. I will review about the verb in the past form. Saya review kembali seperti apakah kata kerja bentuk kedua yang telah kita pelajari di minggu yang lalu, yaitu yang saya tandai the red ones, bagian yang merah di sini, ya. Kalau yang hijau di sini adalah verb one, kata kerja bentuk satu, dan ini adalah meaning, artinya. Nah, you focus on the red ones. Kalian fokusnya ke kata-kata yang warna merah di sini ya. Go, bentuk keduanya adalah when. Nah, ini karena sering sekali muncul, these words are usually often appears in the text of a context. Makanya saya berikan kepada kalian kembali supaya you remember about the meaning of the words. Okay, please repeat after me. Silakan diikuti saya semuanya. Go.
Go.
When.
When.
Pergi.
Pergi.
Make.
Make.
Made.
Made.
Membuat.
Membuat.
See.
See.
Saw. Melihat.
Melihat.
Teach.
Teach.
Taught. Mengajar.
Mengajar.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Menikmati.
Menikmati.
Ya, saya langsung bacakan verb one and verb two-nya. Wanted, menginginkan. Yuk.
Wonder, menginginkan.
Ride road, mengendarai.
Ride road, mengendarai.
Bedakan yang menggunakan ed dan tidak. Kalau ini dibaca arrive, kalau yang bentuk kedua dan dibaca arrived. Jadi ada the-nya di belakang. Arrived, tiba. Please repeat, diulangi lagi.
Arrive.
Tiba.
These are the verbs that are usually often or appears in the recontext. Jadi ini sering sekali muncul ya dalam recontext. Tapi tidak hanya ini saja, not only these words but also the other words have often appears in the recontext. Jadi banyak sekali. There are so many verbs. Ya, ada banyak sekali kata kerja yang perlu kalian sering baca, perlu kalian sering ingat. Nah, itu kalau kalian sering membaca, mengingat dan mengucapkan, belajar pronunciation, nanti mudah-mudahan kalian vocabnya menambah. Ya, jadi sering-sering dibaca. I will ask some of you to read the verbs. Saya akan minta beberapa dari kalian untuk membacakan kata kerja yang ada di wanted. Start from the word want. Please, Rahman.
Wanted, menginginkan. Ride, road, mengendarai.
Alright, well done. Good. Nah, ini sudah saya berikan ya beberapa kosakata atau kata kerja yang sering sekali muncul dalam recontext. I hope that you will get the understanding, comprehension in understand the text. Nah, sekarang I will give you an example of a recontext. Look at it. Look at your screen. An example of a recontext. My first experience. You can look at the example. Kalian bisa lihat ini contohnya di sini. My first experience. Okay. I will read the text for you. Yeah. While I am reading the text, please listen to me. My first experience. I was 17 years old at the time. My father taught me to ride a motorcycle in a field near the house. My father gave instruction how to drive it. First, my father led me from behind and I was riding on my father. Over time, I wanted to try it myself. I was happy to ride a motorcycle. A few days later, I tried to ride a motorcycle on the narrow street of my house. I was nervous when there was another motorcycle in front of me. Unexpectedly, my motorcycle hit a wall, which made me fall from the motorbike. I was afraid of being scolded when I got home. But the reality, my father was very proud of me. I was also given advice to be more calm in driving. Yes, this is the example of a recount sense. Do you get the point of this text? Rahman, what is the text about? It is about
It is about my first
my
experience.
first experience. Yes, that's the answer from Rahman. My first experience. Tapi when you answer the question like this, yeah, what is the text about? Your answer should, ya, sebaiknya jawabannya itu seperti ini. The writer's first experience. Jadi pengalaman pertama penulis, bukan my. Di sini yang menceritakan itu adalah penulis, not us, bukan kita ya. Jadi kita pakai kata ganti the writer. The writer's first experience. Jadi pengalaman pertama si penulis. What was the writer's first experience? Apa pengalaman pertama penulis? Di sini dijelaskan. What is that? Pengalaman pertamanya adalah, can you tell me, students?
Ride a motorcycle.
Ride a motorcycle, yes, that good. Ride a motorcycle, dia mengendarai sepeda motor. Nah, dia mengendarai sepeda motor ini adalah first experience, pengalaman pertama dia dalam mengendarai ya motorcycle. Jadi, it is about the writer's first experience in riding atau to ride a motorcycle. Okay, that's good answer. Now, I want to ask you, where did the writer at the first time, ride a motorcycle? Where? You can look at this sentence. My father taught me to ride a motorcycle in a field near the house. Please, Raihan, please read the sentence. Bacakan kalimat ini. My father
taught me to ride a motorcycle
in
in
a,
a field near the house.
yes. Nah, itu kalimat itu ada jawaban yang saya tanyakan tadi. Where did the writer, ya, saya ganti ya pertanyaannya. Where did the writer taught by his father to ride a motorcycle? Di mana tempatnya? The answer is in a field near
the house.
yes, that is the answer. Field near the house, ya. Jadi di sawah dekat rumah dia. Okay. My father gave instruction on how to drive it. Jadi yang mengajari dia di situ siapa? Who gave
Father.
instruction to the writer? Yes, that's good. The writer's father. Oke, nah di sini sudah jelas sekali orientation yang mana? Orientation tadi generic structure, ya. Kerangka teks dari sebuah konteks adalah yang pertama. Di sini kita lihat sudut pandangnya I, penulis. Nah, ini partisipannya di sini I. And then when, kapan? When he or she was 17 years old at the time. Pada saat dia berumur berapa tahun? 17 tahun. Yes. Where did his father taught him to ride a motorcycle? Di mana tempatnya? In a field near the
house.
Oke, nah itu orientationnya sudah ada ya. Jadi kerangka teks dari sebuah konteks di sini sudah ada di paragraf 1. Next. The next for the events. Untuk kejadian atau urutan kejadian. Look at the second paragraph. First, my father led me from behind and I was riding on my father. Kejadian yang pertama di sini dimulai dengan yang pertama, ayahnya itu led me from behind, menuntun dia dari belakang, and I was riding on my father, dan saya mengendari di depan ayah saya. Ya, over time, sejak saat itu, ini juga masuk ke time connective selain kata first. Ya, over time ini juga masuk ke time connectives. Over time, I wanted to try it myself. Setelah itu, saya ingin mencobanya sendiri. I was happy to ride a motorcycle. Saya senang mengendarai sepeda motor. A few days later, ini juga masuk ke time connectives juga ya. Beberapa hari kemudian, I tried to ride a motorcycle on the narrow street of my house. Dia nyoba sendiri nih. I tried to ride a motorcycle on the narrow street of my house. Ya, dia sendiri tanpa ada ayahnya. How did the writer feel? How did the writer feel? Apa yang dirasakan penulis saat itu? He was nervous. What is nervous? Rahman. How did the writer feel? She feel nervous.
Nervous.
Nervous it. Yes. What is nervous in Indonesia? Rasanya mengendari
Gugup.
motor sendiri, dia gugup. When there was another motorcycle in front of me, terutama ketika ada motor lain di depan dia bingung, ya, dia feel nervous. Unexpectedly, my motorcycle hit the wall, which made me fell from the motorbike. What happened after that? Yang terjadi setelah itu apa? Karena dia gugup, terus kenapa? Akhirnya, his motorcycle
Hit
hit,
the wall,
ya,
which
lanjut.
which made me fall from the motorbike.
Yes, good answer. Akhirnya karena gugup, karena nervous, ya, terutama ada another motorcycle in front of the rider, akhirnya the motorcycle hit the wall, akhirnya menabrak dinding yang membuat me-nya di sini penulis the writer fell from the motorbike, terjatuh dari sepeda motornya. Nah, ini dinamakan events, ya, in chronological order. Jadi runtut ya. Next, the third paragraph. I was afraid of being scolded when I got home, but the reality, my father was very proud of me. I was also given advice to be more calm in driving. What is the paragraph 3 about? Tentang apakah paragraf 3 di sini? Being scolded. Being scolded ini sama saja kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia itu being angry ya, dimarahi ya.
Dimarahi.
Iya. Yes, saya takut dimarahi ketika saya pulang. But the reality, my father was very proud of me. What does it mean? Rahman, tapi kenyataannya dimarahi tidak? Pada saat dia mau pulang, ya, tapi kenyataannya apa? The reality, what happened?
Very proud of me.
Very proud of the writer. Jadi ayahnya itu bangga kepada si penulis. Okay, I was also given advice to be more calm in driving. Dia juga diberikan, what is advice? Advice means,
Saran.
yes, saran. Sarannya apa yang ayahnya berikan kepada penulis?
More calm in driving.
More calm in driving atau lebih
hati-hati saat berkendara.
Yes, good. Nah, ini adalah contoh dari text recount, di mana di sini menjelaskan tentang the writer's first experience to ride a motorcycle. Jadi pada saat dia mencoba sendiri karena dia gugup tadi ya, akhirnya dia hit the wall. Motorcycle hit the wall, and then the writer fell from the motorbike. Oke, itu contoh recount text ya. I hope that you understand ya. Saya harap kalian paham tentang apa itu recount text. Okay. Now, I just want to remember to you, I just want to remind to you that that I have shared an LKPD on your room chat. Yeah, please have a look at your LKPD, and then you have divide or you have made a small group. Yeah, I will read the small group for you. The first group is Agatha and Aisa. The second group is Penny and Erlita. The third group is Agnes and Mayalin. The fourth group is Rahman and Raihan. The last group, the fifth group is Fajri and Agnin. Okay, do you know what I mean? Students, sudah paham ya?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now I will give you the explanation about main idea and supporting details. Ya, jadi tadi sesuai dengan the objective of our learning today that we will also find out the main idea and supporting detail of a recount text. Nah, ini saya terangkan dulu what is main idea. Main idea is the information that tells overall idea of the paragraph. And the supporting idea or supporting details are the sentences that support or clarify the main idea of the paragraph. It is located after the main idea. It contains details, examples, and facts of the topic. Jadi main idea di sini informasi yang menceritakan secara keseluruhan, ide secara keseluruhan dari suatu paragraf. And supporting detail itu berarti sentences that support or clarify the main idea. Jadi kalimat-kalimat dalam supporting idea atau ide penjelas itu support or clarify, ya, mendukung main idea dari suatu paragraf tersebut. Apa saja, berisi apa saja supporting idea itu bisa detail, example, and facts ya, contoh dan fakta dari topik tersebut. I want to ask you, what is the main idea of every context in this text? Yang manakah main idea dari teks di sini?
My mother got me ready for school.
Yes, good. My mother got me ready for school. Ibu saya menyiapkan saya, maksudnya ibu saya itu betul-betul mempersiapkan saya untuk pergi ke sekolah. Yes. And then, what are the supporting idea of this recount text? Yang mana saja supporting idenya? All the sentences on the red, on the green ones. Yes, you can look at the note. The yellow one is the main idea. Di sini sudah saya tuliskan ya. The yellow one is the main idea. Jadi yang kuning di sini adalah ide utamanya. The green ones are supporting detail. Yang warna hijau adalah supporting detail. Jadi ide penjelas. Kalimat-kalimat penjelas. Menjelaskan apa? Menjelaskan my mother got me ready for school. Apa saja supporting details yang ada? Yaitu ibunya memastikan brush my hair and place every strand in just the perfect position. Jadi anaknya sebelum berangkat sekolah itu ibunya memastikan sudah brush hair belum, sudah sisiran belum, ya. Terus had to show her my shoes that I had cleaned the night before. Ibunya juga memastikan show her my shoes. Jadi si penulis ini dia harus menunjukkan sepatunya itu di depan ibunya, ya, pada saat dia mau berangkat sekolah, dia harus menunjukkan sepatunya dalam keadaan clean the night before, sudah dibersihkan tadi malamnya. Jadi harus menunjukkan kalau sepatunya itu harus bersih, tidak boleh kotor. And my school bag had to neatly put on my shoulder. Dan ibunya juga memastikan kalau tas sekolahnya penulis itu harus ditaruh di what the shoulder, bahu ya. Ya, bahunya sebelum I could get near the door, sebelum dia keluar dari rumah. Arrange the words into good sentences. Susunlah kata menjadi kalimat yang tepat. Nah, ini ada kata-kata tapi belum dalam kalimat yang tepat. Jadi kalian nanti silakan menyusun atau ini selain jumble words. And the activity 3 is arrange the following sentences into a good paragraph. Susunlah kalimat di bawah ini menjadi paragraf yang baik dan benar. How about activity 4? Activity 4, make a simple paragraph of your personal recount text by following the steps below. Jadi di akhir pembelajaran nanti kalian diminta untuk membuat simple paragraph sebuah recount text personal. Have you finished your LKPD in activity 4? I think that group 4 will read the answer. Grup 4 sudah selesai mengerjakan?
Yes.
Okay, please, Rahman and Raihan. Step 1 first.
What was your unforgettable experience when to Mount Bromo? When did it happen? Last when we were ready to reach Mount Bromo at 2 p.m. We had to board a 4x4 jeep. It took an hour to reach the best place to see the sunrise. What happened after that? After striking for about an hour, the jeep stopped and we walked to reach a good spot to see the sunrise. What happened last? We finally could see the shining golden ball appearing from behind the mountain, and the surrounding became brighter. It was beautiful. After that, we took photographs. How was your feeling in the end? I was excited to see the shining golden ball.
Yes, that's good answer, Rahman. Thank you. And then for the step 2, Rahman and Raihan. Please, Raihan, step 2, you can
I spent
answer. Okay.
Yeah.
I spent my holiday at my uncle's house. Last month, my uncle lived in Solo. I woke up early and had my cousin feed the cows and chickens. After that, I joined my uncle's family at the fight. We harvest chills. I helped them pick the chills and just the good ones. Then my aunt and I went to market and sell them. My aunt bought food and other supplies. They were delicious. I felt happy, but I had to return to school.
Okay, good answer, students. Yeah, this is the material that we have discussed today. We have done our LKPD and then we have discussed it. For the Rahman and Raihan's answer, I think that's a good text you have made. Yeah, I think that all of you, I hope that all of you can make the text as your friend too. Now, students, I think that this is the end of our lesson. I want to ask you some question. What you have learned today? Or what are the important point you have got in this lesson? Rahman, can you tell me what you have learned today, Rahman? Apa yang sudah kita pelajari hari ini? Yes, good. We have learned about recount text. Yes. What is recount text, Rahman? Can you tell me and your friends? Good job. Okay. The other student, please. What you have learned today? Erlita, maybe? What you have learned today? Erlita? Penny? Apalagi yang lain? What
No,
have you learned
ma'am.
today? Main
No.
idea and supporting the detail. And then the other, apa tadi? Yang terakhir ini apa? Arrange the jumble words and jumble sentences. Okay, Raihan. What difficulties do you find in learning this material, Raihan? Kesulitan apa yang kamu rasakan pada mempelajari materi ini? Oh, verb 2. I think that it's better for you to read as often as you can the verb, ya, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Jadi kosakata itu harus kalian sering-sering baca, sering-sering kalian ucapkan juga pronunciation-nya supaya kalian terlatih dalam mengucapkan, ya. Well, now I give you a homework, ya. Please write it down on the homework. Please you write it down on the homework. The homework is you are asked to make a personal recount text about your experience when you went to school at the first time. You write it down on your paper and submit it next week. Do you get the point, students? Sudah paham? Yes, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. For the next material, for our next meeting is, I still give you a personal recount text and I will give you some tests. We will discuss the test together. And then after that, in the last of our meeting, we will have an evaluative test. Yeah. I think that it's enough for our lesson today. But before we end our lesson, please pray to God first. Please lead your class to pray to God. Amin.
Amin.
Okay. Thank you for your attention, student. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
See you.
See you.
Amen.